And we are live. We're live and ready to jive. It's that time, boys and girls. Episode 4, 7 p.m. Sunday, April 26th. That's today, Eastern Standard Time. I hope everybody's ready for the best episode ever. Welcome, Mrs. Superfly.
Hi, everybody.
The Mrs. Superfly is with me, and we are going to go live. Here we are, live and ready to survive. Hello, hello, Austin. Welcome in, Austin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing this evening? Well, I say this evening. Oh, there's the Mrs. Superfly. There she is. So I finally did it, everyone. I got Mrs. Superfly her own YouTube account so that she can come into the chats and help moderate things up. Yep. So that's great. Oh, nice. Nice.
Wow.
Beautiful.
What's morel mushroom hunting? Like actual mushrooms?
Yeah, those are
Cool.
mushrooms, honey.
Wow, okay.
Yes, yes.
Very good.
I'm sure they taste delicious. Beautiful, beautiful. And you're almost at 300 subs. That's awesome.
That's cool.
That is incredible, Austin. It's hard getting subs, eh? It is well, it's not hard. It's just a lengthy process. But the best way I find to do it is go visit as many other people's live streams as you possibly can. And if you're in the fishing community, then definitely go check out the fishing community because we are, I'm going to say, one of the best communities. We really mostly help each other out and lift each other up. And a lot of us are very happy and welcome to subscribe to other people, and we go and check each other's live streams, and we spur each other on with the fishing. So yeah, that's if you're trying to build your channel, definitely go subscribe to other people and just make a name for yourself. Just let people know you're out there, and so if you're gonna check out any channels, go check Austin's channel and check him out. I'm sure he can absolutely use the support. Hit the subscribe, like, and share button for Austin, and go watch one of his videos and leave a comment, and that will help it stick. So that'll be good.
So Nightbot is blue?
Nightbot is blue. Nightbot,
but not real.
Nightbot is a moderator. Nightbot is not real. Nightbot is a fictional. I thought Nightbot was a person, but Nightbot, I found out actually yesterday that Nightbot is an actual moderating bot that helps moderate things and keep things moderated for you. So
but Austin's a moderator.
Apparently Nightbot did that.
Oh, I'm not.
You're not?
But that's okay.
You should be.
Well, I'm not.
Because you're the one who I moderated, but I moderated Austin. So let's add you as a moderator.
Oh, Austin's inspired to make his own flies.
Are you?
Since he thinks your flies are incredible. Now he's inspired to eventually make his own.
Oh, thanks,
That's
brother.
Nice.
Thanks,
Very
Austin.
Nice.
Yeah, man. If you're getting into fly tying, welcome to the journey, brother. It is a fun thing to do. It's kept me out of trouble for most of my life. I've been at it for a long time. 30, 35, 38 years or so. I've been doing it since high school anyway, since grade 9. And I'm 48 now, so a long time, 30, 35 years, 40 years anyways. And it's just remarkably cool. Uh, first of all, I've caught a lot of fish on the flies I do, so that's the other thing. Uh, they catch fish. It's fun to do. It's super fun when you catch a fish on the flies that you tie. That is also super fun. Um,
I'm the moderator now, so do I hit the blue?
yeah, just hit close, and it'll say you're a moderator.
Okay. Thank you.
Yay! Biggest mistake of my life, making my wife a moderator for the channel. Just kidding. My beautiful, beautiful, sweet wife. I'm so blessed to have her with me. But yeah, Austin, it's fly tying, super, super great thing. Great thing to do. And I hope you have a lot of fun. I'm fascinated by the grasshopper and the praying mantis you created. Yes, yes, those flies are incredible. Do I have one handy? Uh, I have every kind of fly you can think of. I got some really real ones, and then I got some less real patterns. This is a more simple pattern to tie. This one here, but it catches a lot of fish. This one is a little easier to tie.
I don't know how to get out
But
of this.
what did you? Oh,
It
just
sent me a bunch of stuff.
yeah, just hit the close. Just hit the close button.
Where this?
Yeah, and it'll bring you back. It should bring you right back into the chat. There you go.
Thank you. Sorry.
No worries. Absolutely. So yeah, so tonight there's some flies I wanted to show. Two in particular.
Is it possible to make a frog fly?
Oh, absolutely. Of course, I don't have any really close. Mrs. Superfly, can you go grab that bin, that clear bin, the big one? I'm gonna see if I can show you one of my frog flies there, Austin.
This one here?
That one there, yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh.
You could just take the lid off and put it on the couch, honey, and then I just need what's inside of there.
Okay.
Yeah, frogs are really good. Mice are really good. You like bass fishing, right, Austin? Let me see if I can show you one of my bass flies. The mouse is really good. So if you're a bass fisherman or a trout fisherman, if you like trout, okay, hang on. The Miss Superfly brought them in. All right, here's my big crazy bin. This is all the ones I sell when I'm out walking about. And in here, I know I have a mouse fly, or a frog fly, I mean. Here we go.
Can you take that back from me?
Oh, I just want to,
You
I'm
don't
just
know
going
what
to
I
show.
mean.
I'm just going to show. So here's one of my frog flies. This one is really cool. I've caught some really good bass on this. Yeah, nice and articulated. So when you're casting that, those legs are really kicking along. Yeah, this is a good one. I think I have a video on how to make this on the. It's not in my shorts, but it should be in my live streams. I think I did tie one of these live.
He did ask if you can use a fly on a regular rod and reel.
Yes. So some flies you can, and some flies you can't. Something like this. It's actually kind of heavy enough you might be able to get a bit of a cast with this, uh, just because it's a little bit on the heavier side. So you might be able to fish a frog on a regular rod. You won't get the same distance as you would on a fly rod, but you'll get it out far enough. I think that you could catch a fish. I think it is possible. And there are other flies some of the some of the like nymphs and stuff. So if you're fishing like something like this,
Your mom said hi. Hi, Mom.
hey, the mother of the super flies is here. Hello, mommy. I'm a real mama's boy, everybody. So yeah, my mom joins my live streams. So yeah, so if you use something like this is a nymph. You could use it under a float, or you could drop shot it on a regular rod, or you could put it in a like a bubble, those water filled bubbles. I don't know if you've gone to Jimmy our adventures. He uses a water bubble all the time. You could fish this under a water bubble. um, yeah, so yeah, for sure you can fish a lot of different flies on a regular rod. A lot of the floating ones, so like a dry mayfly, a lot of the dry flies are poppers. Those type of flies, you really kind of do need a fly rod for them because they're very lightweight, and getting them out to the fish is a bit of a chore. But um, there's a lot of flies you don't need uh, a fly rod for. But anyways, that's the frog. I do have an instruction manual. Um, so it's one of my videos. I'll just leave that here, honey, because in case I need it.
Okay. He said family's always the first and most loyal supporters.
Amen. Yes, absolutely. Uh, Me and my mom and Mrs. Superfly, we usually try to get out at least once a week together. We usually go up to one of our local watering holes where we don't go fishing, and we usually have a good time and catch a lot of fish. Um, so yeah, and if we're lucky, we get out twice a week, depending on our schedules and things. And of course, this year the gas prices are going to be ridiculously stupid all over the place. So that's going to obviously have a thing. But
He said you're born Canadian. You don't have a heavy Canadian accent. What's a Canadian accent?
you mean I don't have a Canadian accent, eh? um. Yeah, I think you know what, Austin. I think it's because I'm a puppeteer. Because of all the so when I'm not tying flies, I'm obviously doing puppeting stuff. I'm sure you've seen some of the shout outs on my channel that I've been doing for people. So because I do all these different voices and stuff, I think that's why I probably don't have a thick accent.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes I talk like this, or sometimes I talk like this, or sometimes I do like a Cookie Monster voice or Monster voice, or like I'm crazy like that. Principessa, like, hey, what's up, Superfly? Going on, dude? What are you doing, man? So I just, yeah, I do all kinds of different voices and stuff. So that's probably why I don't have a thick accent. But anyways, uh, other than that, oops, it's that magnet on my vise caught it. Other than that frog, this is another good one for bass and trout. This mouse, I call it the Opa mouse. It's pretty crazy with the articulated legs and it really catches a lot of fish. I catch a lot of trout. I catch a lot of bass with this, and even some smaller panfish. So if you like smaller panfish, I've got like crappies on these. I've got uh, bluegills on these, rock bass.
He said it looks neat.
Yeah, I bet you warmouth will eat it. Um, we don't really have any warmouth here in not in my part of Canada, anyways. But I bet you a warmouth would come up and eat it. And the good thing about it, for the bigger fish, there's a hook right here in the belly, but it's also got this hook in the tail. And this is a very strong string, this pink string. And if you hook a fish on there, those little tiny panfish, they'll come up and they'll just nip the tail of this. And I've caught so many on just the little pink part. So the
Should
miss
bring 'em down.
the Mrs. Superfly saying keep them in camera.
Yeah, because all your graphics are covering them.
My graphics, my beautiful graphics. Yeah.
Do you get many walleye in general?
Um, you know what, Austin? Actually, I don't catch too many walleye ever. We have a lot of walleye in our waters, but I don't really target them.
Well, you're not on a boat.
So and they like a little bit deeper water.
Yeah.
So often, like most of the fishing I do is really shallow. Uh, and the walleye like to go really really deep, especially in the hot. Like I fish a lot in the middle of the afternoon, so like from lunch all the way to like say 5 or 6. So the walleye in my area, um, you got to go out on the lake to get them, like right out in the middle of the lake,
Yeah.
because they absolutely don't like the sun.
We don't do that.
So I don't really do that. I mean, I have an inflatable pontoon, but I still always stick
Stay
within
closer.
like I'm usually at 10 feet at the most kind of depth. So yeah, but good question. We do have a lot of pickerel, and I have caught pickerel on a fly. It is possible to do it. If you go out, if you do some drop shotting with like something like a balanced leech or like a minnow pattern, like I've got some of these minnow patterns. So this is like a gift bag minnow. If you drop shot a gift bag minnow, absolutely you'll target pickerel on there, or like a leech. Pickerels love leeches, so if you use a balanced leech, you'll for sure catch the pickerel.
He said he's gotten quite a few walleye offshore in shallow, surprisingly, but it's around structure.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. So that if you're on some structure,
Mom said tomorrow's gonna be nice.
yes,
Yep.
yes, mother, tomorrow is going to be nice for fishing. So we're going out fishing tomorrow, God willing.
Yeah.
And um, you know what? I'm going to flash up a thing.
Oh, he asked you if you know what a somewhat heavy fly might be good for ice fishing.
A somewhat heavy fly. Yes. I think I have one here. So here's a good fly for
Is Austin from here or American?
no, Austin's American.
Oh, okay. I thought he was from Ontario.
No.
Oh.
So here's some good flies for ice fishing.
Yeah, he said somewhat heavy fly.
So this is somewhat heavy.
Yeah.
So with these bead eyes on the front here, and the hook on the back, you can attach this onto your line. And again, if you're ice fishing, you can drop shot this, right? So you can put the shot at the bottom, the weight at the bottom, and then put this on. And you can drop this down, and that'll take this fly down pretty good. And when you're jigging this tail really moves a lot in the water. So this is a great fly, and you can do that in any color. You can do that. Here's a yellow and red one.
That one's nice.
That one's always a killer. You can do it in a more natural color, so like a more wormy. Get them all tangled up here. I haven't been in these for a while. You can do them in a like a wormy color. Butterfingers.
He said they're cool.
Yeah. These are a good one. And you can also just off your fly rod in the summer, you can jig them And because they sink to the bottom, if you're fishing them in that structure, walleye for sure will come and grab these. So bum. Also, I use them for trout. So when I'm fishing the trout streams, they have a lot of movement. So trout really like these as well.
Do you sell them online?
I don't. I really don't sell them.
We don't have something set up online.
I don't have anything online for sales.
Yeah.
But
we do sell them out here.
I sell them around here. I know that's not going to be super helpful. But you know what, Austin?
We do markets and stuff.
I do markets and stuff, but I'm going to, when I reach that 1,000 subscriber mark, I'm going to be sending somebody this fly box with these flies that I've been tying every week. And every fly that I tie on the channel is going into this box. So these are all the ones that are in there so far. Maybe next week I'll spread them out on the table and show everybody how many are in there. There's quite a few in there.
Yeah.
So when I flash up my little logo on the side, which I will do actually right now, just give me 1 second. The first person to write, I want a Jody's Fly Box, will get a Jody's Fly Box. Like, you'll get your name in the draw.
Ted living the dream? Hey, finally got my handle changed?
Hey!
The
Like,
Ted we know?
The Ted we know.
Oh, hi, Ted.
Ted! Yes.
I want a Jody Fly Box.
Ted wants a Jody's Fly Box. Absolutely. I know Austin wants a Jody's Fly Box.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Well, they get their name in the drawer.
I'm gonna put Austin's in there too.
Yeah.
Because first of all, Ted pretty much can. Whenever Ted calls me, he can have any flies he wants.
Yeah, he's so local.
He might still win this fly box, but I'm gonna put both their names in the Jody's Fly Box. Mom, I make all your flies, Mom. My mom is funny.
Do you pay for the live screen animations?
Oh no. You know what, Austin? I use a program called OBS. I make all those animations. Yeah. No, I make them, and I run my YouTube through OBS. So yeah, I designed all that stuff. They're cool though, eh? That, you know what, Austin? One day we'll, if you go to my, I don't know, are you on Facebook, Austin? If you're on Facebook, look for Jody Sharp under Laugh Out Loud Puppets, and fire me off a message. And if you want to chat one day about animations, I'll be happy to teach you a little bit about animations if you want to learn some more about that. Because I got my Super Flies for Super Guys on there. I've got Not Your Grandfather's Fly Tying Group and Laugh Out Loud Puppets. So look me up, and we can definitely have a cool chat. Anyways, so not my mother, Mom, because I just fill her box with flies whenever she wants a fly. But Ted and Austin, for the moment, are going to get your name in this draw. And this is the beautiful box with all the names so far. And when we reach 1,000, we're going to draw a name out of here. And one of you fine, beautiful, lovely people are going to win a Jody's Fly Box. And Ted's name is already in here. So he's going to get another one in there. And anytime you see that logo go up, you put up as soon as you can, I want a Jody's fly box, and your name will go in the draw.
Ted said, "Oh, Austin said he sent a request." And then Ted said he watched your crayfish. Pretty cool.
Okay, yeah.
And Austin said he hopes he's lucky.
I hope you're lucky too, Austin. I think a few people are starting to hope they're lucky.
Oh, Craig Horsberg said, "Hey, super."
Hey, Craig, how's it going, brother? All the finest people showing up tonight. Yes. Anyways, just I'm gonna show you one thing, and then we're gonna tie in a fly because we want to get some flies in the fly box tonight. This is that famous crayfish that I invented. I only invented it the other day. As you can see, the claws I made articulated. I'm going to show you a couple of little simple flies, and then if we have time, I'm going to start tying this. And if we don't get to this tonight, I'm going to make an instructional video on this. Maybe I'll do a live during the week or something. But I'm expecting good things from this one, guys. This one should be awesome.
Craig said not bad, and Austin said nice. And Mom said you could make her a fly box for Mother's Day.
Mom's getting a fly box for Mother's Day. I'm getting off simple. Getting off simple. Well, let's get the vise back and centered.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna show a fly right now. Now, my good buddy Ted, who has been fishing with me for a couple of years now, and by the way, he's getting really good at fly tying. I'm gonna show a fly that he probably already knows. He can contest. He can confirm this that he won't contest it. He'll confirm it. I mean, that this fly is super effective. So you can do it in a lot of different colors, pink or like a fleshy color or reds or orange. No matter what you use is going to be really, really good. So what we're going to do, I put a size 10 egg hook into the vise. I'm going to grab my thread and I'm going to attach my clear nylon thread.
You said egg hook.
Egg hook, yeah.
Is that a brand or is that the size or what does that mean?
Okay, so there are straight hooks and there are egg hooks.
Okay.
So egg hooks are generally stubbier.
Yes.
They're a little bit shorter and they have a really rounded sort of gap.
I see that.
A straight hook. So I'll just show you, Mrs. Superfly, the difference between an egg hook and a straight hook. So the equivalent to that would be something along the lines of this. So this is a straight hook.
Oh.
Okay. So it's got a longer shank.
It is different.
Right? So
yeah.
You can just like on an egg hook the gap is really, really round. On a straight hook it's not.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm surprised you didn't know that, Mrs. Superfly.
I've never heard you call it an egg hook.
Well, that's because I'm special.
Yeah. Austin said I'm asking important questions for them who aren't familiar with making flies.
Absolutely, she is. Absolutely. You know what, guys? Absolutely ask me questions because you know what? I mean, there's three reasons. There's absolutely three reasons that I do live streaming and that I started my channel. One reason was I wanted to meet a whole bunch of really cool people.
Yeah.
Second reason, I want to get a YouTube play button. And third reason, I want to teach you guys how to do this yourself so that A, you can have fun, B, you can save money, sort of, because when you start, I've probably spent $1 million in materials over the last 38 years. So, but materials do go a long way. Like a piece of wool like this and a couple of hooks will catch you thousands and thousands of fish. And if you hang this up in a tree or get it snagged up on the weeds or catch a tree pounder or a stickerel or a rock bass, you're not gonna cry about it if you lose a fly. Now,
so honey,
yes.
Craig said in the UK the gape is one size bigger than the shank. Is that the same in the U.S.? First of all, we're in Canada.
Yeah. So I'm not sure about the U.S. I'm a Canadian, so don't know about the U.S. Maybe Austin could help you with that one. But I'm gonna say probably most likely
Bigger.
it's the same.
Oh, it's the same. Okay.
Like, I mean, it'll be one size bigger, but I mean it'll be the same, that same principle
Right.
that's in the UK will
Right.
most likely be similar here.
Right.
So
Very good.
yes. Okay. So for this fly, it's literally three materials. And the first material we're gonna put in is a piece of wool. And we're gonna do a nice bright pink one. The fish in my area love pink. By the way, you like my torch? I just got these torches. I bought two of them. They are fantastic. And if you're tying flies, they're easy to hold, and they make fire. Cavemen make fire. All right. So basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna measure this. Probably, I'm gonna go 2.5 hook sizes the length, and then I'm gonna tie it in like so. Two ties around, and then I'm just gonna trim off the end so that it's not in my way, and I can tie that down, and I'm gonna tie it to the back like so. So that's piece number one. The next thing we're gonna do, and you can make this a lot of different color patterns. I'm gonna do it with these nice blue eyes here. So I got these nice blue beads. These are just glass beads you can get from any craft store. But you can use any beads. Like you can use red, you can use brown, blue. There's so many colors. But I like these nice blue ones with the pink because they just stand out. And basically, they're not all exactly the same size. They're somewhat different when you buy a package of beads. So you have to look for two that are as close. I don't know, guys, if you can see that, but see, they're not quite matched up. Like one is bigger than the other. I try to find two that are evenly matched.
Outside of the live, you surely, you probably might, you should have tunes playing in the background while you tie flies? Question mark.
Yeah. Um, I probably should. I haven't really figured out a good way to do that. There's two that are even matched. I know it'll make it more interesting if I have music. The thing is, obviously, you use certain types of music, it's copywritten, and I haven't really been able to figure out a good way to get music into it without getting a copyright strike, and I don't really want any copyright strikes. So, unfortunately, my for the moment, my beautiful voice is what you're going to have to hear. But it's something I if I can find a way, I will. Okay. So, I picked two beads that are about the right size, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hemostats. I'm going to put it right in the middle of those two beads, and I'm going to leave about 3 millimeters worth of broom bristle, and that's just a broom bristle I put in the middle, a thick black broom bristle. So, and then I'm going to take my fire, and I'm going to melt it up when it gets to the end, and then I'm just going to touch it down on my vise, and what it does is it makes a nice cap for that eye. And then I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to take my I'm going to drop my bead on the floor because I'm a silly goose. There's no way I'm going to find that right now.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
Where is it?
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah. The Mrs. Superfly, she's got eyes like a hawk. Hey, Rue. Rue is in the house. My girl Rue. She's a friend of mine.
Oh, nice.
I met Rue in Danny's
Sorry.
chat.
She's sorry she can't stay. She's working in the garden outside with her family. That's so nice.
So nice,
But
Rue.
she wanted to stop in and say hello and support your channel and have a blessed day. Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much, Rue. Thank you. And I'm sure I'll be seeing you on Danny's next live for sure. Okay. So, oh, she gets to meet you too. My mom, Rue, my mom, and the beautiful Mrs. Superfly are in here. So the mother of the Superflies, and which is Crystal, and the Mrs. Superfly, that's my wife.
Yes. We
Our-
are Feeding Mouths family.
Feeding mouths family, absolutely. Praising Jesus and feeding mouths. Okay, so I turned it around. I got that bead back on that I dropped on the floor because I'm clumsy.
That's okay.
And I'm going to do the same thing. Fire, fire. If you like playing with fire, fly tying might be your thing. And I don't like the way it went, so I'm just going to flatten that out a bit. And there we go. Okay. So now that's how you make bead eyes. Ooh, that was a little hot. Normally I touch things with these two fingers. I can touch almost any hot thing with these two fingers, but this hand, I have to be careful. So now that you have these, like, it's almost like a dumbbell eye now, but only with beads. Now I just place them on my hook and tie them on using a figure of 8. So a couple this way, couple that way. And I like them to be pretty secure. Like that. And if you find that they're a little loose, because sometimes that happens, you can always take a dab of crazy glue and just drop a dab of crazy glue in there. And of course, my crazy glue is sealed up. That's the one thing with this crazy glue that I don't like. I use it on a lot of flies to lock stuff in, but the tip of the crazy glue gets all gunked up. And the longer you don't use it, the more gunked up it gets. But you can just take a pair of pliers and just kind of peel off that little glue cap, and you should be good to go. And if you're applying any kind of crazy glue or UV resins or anything around your threads, you want to lift them up and get them out of the way. Really, this one is being super stubborn.
Didn't we just buy those?
No, this
okay.
This is an older one.
Okay.
And that's the other thing. The older the crazy glue, the more stubborn it becomes.
Okay.
But you can always just take a pin or a little piece of metal and you can just poke a little hole and it'll go. So we're going to add a dab of crazy glue and I'm going to add a dab to the other side because I want those eyes to be stuck on there good. And then I take a little piece of paper towel and I just dry off the tip. And usually it will kind of prevent it from sealing up, but not always. All right. So we got our eyes on, we got our tail on. And then we're going to take a little bit of black dubbing. And this is just basically a piece of wool. Like you take a couple of pieces of wool and you put it in the blender and blend it up. And you can make black dubbing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put it on my thread and make a noodle. This is called a dubbing noodle. And then I'm going to just wrap it around. And you want it to be a little bit thick because you want it to be buggy. So this is going to end up looking buggy. So I'm going to put some more on. And
She's sweet. Rue said, I'm supposed to be in the garden, but I can't help being in awe of your work. I don't want to leave.
oh, Rue, thank you so much. There we go. I'm gonna have to send Danny some flies, but Danny's always catching catfish. I do have flies that will catch catfish, but um, I don't think Danny would catch catfish with my flies. All right, so now that we've got our dubbing put on, and what I was gonna say is it's easier to put a little bit at a time and apply more than to put a whole bunch on it at a time and try and take it off if you have too much. So, okay. So now I'm going to take this barbecue brush and I'm going to just rough up that dubbin, and you're going to see it's going to start coming out and puffing up.
Honey?
Yes, sweetheart.
Craig says he doesn't know if it's available in Canada, but he uses 151 super glue. It comes with a brush, and he finds that it doesn't clog up. He's just letting you know you can get it on Amazon.
I am gonna, you know what? I'm gonna give it a look. I know one thing. I can't use Amazon, unfortunately. I've had trouble with Amazon in the past, but I'm gonna give that a look. Okay, so now we roughed it up, made it look buggy, and now we can just do a couple of little half hitch knots. So basically, if you have a whip finisher, I'm going to show you guys. I have a whole bunch of whip finishers. This is my whip finisher here. If you have a whip finisher, you can basically whip finish at this point, like that. But
sorry to interrupt you.
Yes, sweetheart.
Did you say something for Danny?
Yes, I said I was going to send. I said I would like to send Danny some flies.
Okay.
But he's a cat fisherman, so he's.
Oh, okay. Because Ruth said if you could make him something that sinks and looks like a bass minnow or shad, it might work.
Yeah. So I have some flies, Rue, that will sink.
Okay.
I was showing Austin earlier.
Yeah.
And they look very, very like wormy. And you can do them in different colors. Like you can do them in white. So like you could do them in like shady colors. And you can dip these in like a salmon juice. You know that canned salmon? If you dip these in a salmon juice and sink them down, those catfish are going to eat this because they will love the smell of that, especially like the wormy one. Absolutely. But the thing is, I just know Danny won't be using that.
Austin said it looks like a sour gummy worm.
A sour gummy worm. Absolutely. Okay, so I just showed you guys the whip finisher.
Yes.
But I hardly ever use that.
I know.
As you guys see, I know how to use it. I have 4 or 5 of them. I never use them. I'm not putting anybody down who does. And especially if you have trouble with your fingers, as we get older, and I'm getting to that age, so I might have to start reverting to that.
Bay says hello.
Hey, my good buddy Bay. Yoshi's in the house. The roof is on fire. Yoshi. Yes.
Nearly 1 a.m. where Craig is. So I'm gonna.
Craig, it's late there.
Fun, guys. Oh, okay.
Craig, thank you so much for stopping by and coming in. I know it's late for you guys in the UK, so I super appreciate the support. And if there's anything you want to see, Craig, let me know. if you on any of my videos. So if you have any questions on any of my videos or live streams, you can always watch them afterwards. You can always comment afterwards. I will be more than happy to explain anything or show you anything. Or if you guys have ideas or flies you want to see, let me know. I for sure am here to answer your guys' questions and show you guys stuff. And
Well, that was nice.
but thank you so
Yeah.
so much, Craig.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's late.
Yes. Okay. So, anyways, so instead of the whip finisher,
Yes.
and like I said, I might come to that age where if I lose my dexterity, then I might have to do the same thing. But if you have good dexterity, for me, almost as long as I've been fly tying, somebody taught me how to do this. It's a 2-finger half hitch. And basically, you can put this by doing a 2-fingered half hitch. The good thing about it is once you make the loop, you can make it as big or small as you want. You put it anywhere in your fly you need it to be. You don't have to always tie it off at the front. You could, if you were putting legs or you needed to tie it somewhere, like it is such a flexible loop. And the other thing is, in the time it takes me to bend down or bend over and pick up my whip finisher, I can just do it with my fingers. And I tie a lot of flies, and my my mom will contest. She'll confirm that, and my wife can confirm that. So we don't need that anymore. So this fly is pretty much done. Now I put that crazy glue on the eyes, and it kind of dulled the eyes a little. So if you take a dab of nail polish, just a dab, and you put it on each eyes, it'll just sparkle up that blue again, like so. And this little fly is, if you put this fly on your rod, whether you're a fly fisherman or not, so you can fish this on a fly rod, you can fish it on a bubble, you can drop shot this. This little flexible fly right here, this little pink devil, let's get her right in the screen. This will give you a good day. You will catch hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fish on this fly, and you will thank me for it later.
I thought you were going to tie the green one.
What? I'll show them the green one.
Okay.
Anyways, I wanted to show them this one. I wanted to show them this one
Okay.
because this fly, and Mr. Ted, he can tell you.
Yeah.
I have given him this fly. I have shown him how to tie this fly, and he can tell you that this fly is going to make you a happy day. If you go out on a super hot day where
for sure.
if the fish are not biting, or a cold day when the fish are not biting, and you put this in the water, this is going to catch you fish. And basically, you just cast it in, let it slowly sink down. If you're on a fly rod, so if you're fly rod, you're just going to let that sink slowly, and it's going to wiggle back and forth. And when it gets down to the level where the fish is at, those fish are going to come up and slam that. And if you're ice fishing, same thing. You can put it on a drop shot, let it down, and just slowly jig it, and those fish are just gonna hit it.
Yeah, Ted said it's a go-to.
This is a go-to. And I wanted to show you guys this because almost anybody can fish this.
And Austin said it looks like you could turn that into a dragonfly.
Yeah, you know what? You almost could do that. You could put dragonfly wings on there and fish it. There's a trouble with dragonflies, and fly fishermen have been trying to fix this problem for a long time. And since we're talking about dragonflies, I just so happen to have a couple right here that I tied.
Of course.
So since we're talking about dragonflies, let's talk about dragonflies.
Yeah.
So here's a couple of dragonflies that I tied. And these that I tied are for your hat to scare away mosquitoes, black flies, deer flies, horse flies, wasps, and hornets.
Yeah.
So that's what I designed these for, because these are the biggest predators in the sky.
Yeah, you clip them on.
You just clip them on and you
Austin said that's cool.
and you go. So you clip them on your hat or you clip them on your knapsack, and because they're dangly, like they're just dangling around, they chase away pretty much everything. Now, I have not really tried these I got this idea from somewhere else. This summer I will be trying them for sure. But the reason I brought these to show you, these plastic wings, so these look really good, right? Obviously, the plastic wings, uh, they look fantastic. But those plastic wings have a problem. When you cast them, they have a tendency to twist your line up really, really bad. And I have, I've tried putting a swivel in my line. I've tried a whole bunch of things to try and get these to cast properly. They look fantastic, and if I could get them in front of a bass properly, I know they will catch a bass, or things like trout even. But it's just getting them in front of those fish without twisting your line up, because once they hit once you cast your line out, your line gets twisted, and then they just start doing this really bad flutter, and you're thinking, I know, good question, right? The flutter would help the fish be attracted to it. But the problem is when the fish bites it, when it's fluttering like that, the hook is not straight the way it should be when the bass hits it. And it often misses. And then your line is tangled up. And when you bring in your line, it's a tangled freaking mess. And you
Wow,
and
that's
you will
interesting.
you will forever be hating dragonflies from that point on. You'll be like, why
Wow,
I ever tried to fish that? So that is why the
interesting.
superfly does not fish dragonflies. Now, there are dragonfly patterns that the wings are not made of plastic. They're like made of, you can make them out of like a sparkly material, a clear sparkle. But to me, in my personal, this is just a personal opinion, they don't look as good. And if it's not going to be a real flashy dragonfly, like a real dragonfly, I want it to look like a dragonfly. So otherwise, it's just a flashy topwater bug to me.
Ruth said, "That's awesome. Mrs. Feeding Mouths needs one of those because the mosquitoes eat her alive."
Yes.
And Austin said, "It really deters mosquitoes."
Yeah.
Well, didn't we see that on a video?
So Austin,
Yeah.
I have gone on YouTube and checked probably 14 or 15 videos of people who have used something almost as good as that, um, and they swear by it. So, and by all accounts, that should, by all accounts, work uh, the way they say, because all those flies, mosquitoes, dragonflies, deer flies, they are all getting eaten by dragonflies. Dragonfly is the top aerial predator, and even as a nymph. So even the dragonfly nymph is just a deadly killer. So like from all stages of a dragonfly's life, it is going to kill anything it can get its hands on that's in that size. So in the bug world, they call them dragonflies for a very good reason. They are like, I'm surprised they don't breathe fire. That would literally make them dragonflies, but they are killer bugs.
Austin did say, "Too bad it wouldn't for ticks."
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, so
that would be.
it is kind of bad they won't eat ticks, because
Yeah,
the thing is about ticks are not a flying bug, right?
no, it stays on them.
So the reason dragonflies eat, all those different mosquitoes and things, is because they can see them, they're flying, so it's like having a dog fight in the air. They're flying, but the dragonfly is a stealth bomber, and the mosquito's like a crop spraying plane. So they eat them.
Ruth said, um, she didn't know that. She learned something new.
Oh, thank you, Rue. I try to learn 3 new things a day if I can. It's always good to learn new stuff. And if you guys want to learn anything about bugs, so I don't just tie all these crazy bugs, I learn the facts about them too. So pretty much if you ask me like anything about these bugs, I know about bugs. I've been studying them since I was a kid. I've been sneaking them in the house. My mom, if she's still in, is mom still in the chat?
I think so.
If mom's in the chat, she'll tell you. I have snuck in every kind of bug in a jar into her house when I was still living at home that you can possibly imagine, uh, and I haven't changed a bit. So now I'm sneaking them into to our house today with the wife. So nothing has changed. I know bugs. I studied insects. I learned things about insects before that teachers didn't even know. So, yep, I'm a bug guy and a puppet guy. So I'm good at those two things. There you are, mom. Mom, there's mom with the big yup. He is.
But Austin said, "How about big beetles? Got any for flies?"
Absolutely.
Oh, don't even get him started, Austin.
Austin, you want to see big beetles?
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, I got some big beetles.
Oh yuck.
Yeah. Where's my big beetles?
Oh, laugh out loud. How about a puppet fly?
I got a puppet fly.
You do.
I do.
The super fly.
I do. You guys want to see the super fly? I got a bunch of bug puppets actually. We're going off tangent now.
Yeah.
We're going on a tangent, but okay. You know what? I'm gonna show you. I love when you guys ask me questions where I can show you all my talents. Give me 1 second. Oh. Try not to knock all my stuff on the floor. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Into the puppet drawer I go.
Rue had to go, honey. Her husband was calling her.
That's okay. All right. So I have a couple of bug flies. This one is the Superfly puppet. His wing got a little bent because I bent it while I was pulling him out of the box. Hey man, I'm buzzing, I'm tripping, I'm Superfly. Superfly.
We should turn him around so they could see the wings.
Yeah, that's his wings.
Yeah.
Superfly. And then I have this guy. This is my pill bug.
Bay 8 likes the shoes. And Austin said nice.
Bay likes the shoes. Superfly got the nice shoes.
Yeah. And this guy.
And this is Pilly, my pill bug. So he's, you know those little roly-polies in your garden? The ones
bugs.
The potato, people call them roly-polies or potato bugs, or which they're not actually a potato bug. Pill bugs.
He's cute.
They're actually isopods.
Oh yes, isopods.
I got a whole bunch in the bedroom. I like as pets. They are really cool. They are a really cool little bug, and yeah.
Yeah, they call them roly-polies.
So that's Pilly, and then I got my little shrimp. I pulled him out in a hurry, so his little antennas got mangled up. But this is
Mom said, "Show them your cockroach."
The cockroach? He's buried. The cockroach is buried, Ma.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It is so gross.
Maria thinks it's gross. Mom doesn't mind it.
Oh, you should tell them about your video where you sing cucaracha.
Yeah, with the cockroach, I sing La Cucaracha, La Cucaracha, la da 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 da. Yeah, that's on my laugh. So if you guys want to see more puppet stuff, I got my Laugh Out Loud Puppets channel. Go check that out because I got all my crazy puppet stuff there. So if you guys want to see something different than fly tying.
Yeah.
So anyways, this is Shrimpy. He's my little shrimp puppet. Yeah, man. What's going on, dude?
Mom said, "Too bad it's buried."
It's buried, Ma. Sorry. That'll be a different kind of live stream. And then I'll just show you this last one. This is my little this is a glove puppet. And I got my little snail on there.
Austin said, "The puppet narrating the live. I love it."
One of these days I'm have my Grampy puppet narrate a whole just talking about. He'll just be on here talking about fishing with you guys. But yeah, so anyways, those are the puppets. I'm getting off track.
Yeah. You
Uh,
gotta tie some flies.
I want to tie more flies. So, yeah. Just give me half a second, guys. Excuse the dead air.
They can hear you.
They can hear me. Yeah.
You're loud.
I always, you never, when you come to my live stream, you never know what you're going to get. You get the crazy.
Crazy.
That's me, Superfly. Crazy. Oh, Bay is here. I wanted to show Bay something. I wanted to show him his fly that I made him. And I wanted to show him what I'm sending him too. So Bay, here's your Yoshi fly. The one I made for you.
That's cute, honey.
Yeah, this is the Yoshi fly.
Oh wow. Austin said.
And also along with that, Bay, I'm gonna send for you and the boys. I'm gonna send you a couple of these micro buggers. These are incredibly good. These are somewhat along the line of this what I tied earlier. So I'm gonna send you guys some of these, and then I'm gonna send you a package of these top water poppers. So these catch a lot of fish.
They said they look amazing. And Austin said, it looks like you can make a fly out of anything.
I can make a fly
out of anything.
Yeah, a
lot
lot
of your stuff's recycled.
Yeah, I can use a lot of, you know what? You can make wings out of plastics, like plastic bottles or plastic containers. Like if you get a plastic container, you can use the flat parts. Like there's so many things that you can do. Yeah. I don't.
Super cool. Thank you, Jody.
You are welcome, Bay. I will be sending that out next week at some point. I think Bay might have been at Paul's
yesterday?
Brother Paul's. We live streamed last night. I think Bay was there. Solo was there for sure. See this fly? This Paul had his toes. He kept showing his toes every time he bent down. We could see his toes, and Solo said, "We can see your toes showing." And I don't know how we all got into it, but we were joking about his toes, and somebody said, "Oh, we should use Paul's toes for bait." And I said, of course, "Oh, I can tie a Paul's toes fly." So this is the Paul's toe fly. And I'm going to send him one, and I'm going to make one, and I'm going to challenge him to a challenge to see who can catch the first fish on the Paul's toe fly. So he'll be getting one of these. Yes, so I've been busy this week making flies. If we get the Solo in here, I made some flies for Solo. If he watches this after, he'll see this is the Solo Ninja that I designed for Solo. So I made him one to pin on his hat and one that he can fish with. And then, of course, I'm going to send Solo some grasshopper flies.
Yeah.
So that'll be going out. And then Lumi, I don't know if you guys know Lumi's channel, but I'm going to send Lumi a couple of the carp worms.
Yeah, Austin said, cool, one's for your hat. Yeah.
So Lumi will get a carp worm. Lumi's going to get one of these other flies that I want to tie tonight.
That one, yeah.
I'm going to show you guys how to tie this in a minute. And, of course, I designed this one for Lumi. This is the rainbow monster, the Lumi's rainbow monster. In the summer, I'm going to try catching some bass on this. But this should be a cool fly. I know there's some bass in my area. We'll eat that. So Lumi's going to get that. So I've been just hopping around to a bunch of different things, and G-Man, if G-Man watches, uh, if anybody's seen the G-Man channel, I made this. He wanted an autographed fly, so I autographed his name. I designed this, the G-Man fly for G-Man, and he's gonna get a crayfish.
Faye says Superfly is the goat of fly tying, a true fly tying smith.
Oh, you know what, Bay? I've been doing it for so long, Bay. Like, no joke, like 30, 35 years of fly tying. And hey, when I started, uh, I tied some real junk, really. And you know what? Everybody should tie some junk. And even today, like, all these flies you guys see, I just experiment with different patterns and different things. And sometimes they're incredible. And sometimes I got some patterns I can't get a fish to eat. They just won't eat it under any circumstance. So, um, Maria, honey,
Yes.
can you go grab the Christmassy candy cane box? I want to show them a really cool fly I tied.
But there's a bunch on
Yeah, I know there's a bunch of stuff.
on the ground.
Yeah, that's probably the ones I want to show them.
Okay.
So when you've been tying flies as long as I have, guys, you start getting, you tie bees and flies and all kinds of things, right? So
Motivation.
you need some motivation after a while.
Yeah.
So you were talking about beetles, big beetles there, Austin. There's a big beetle for you. I'm not sure what kind of bass, or I don't know if I can get a largemouth bass to eat that. But I've tied all kinds of beetles. That's a beetle. That's a big beetle. Yeah, I was just bored one day and I'm like, hey, let's tie a different kind of beetle. And when remember I said about the dragonflies? Well, I was talking with a buddy one day and he goes, "You should tie a dragon fly." So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna tie a dragonfly. So I made like a fire breathing dragon fly. It's got like sharp claws and everything. Yeah. So this is a crazy fly. Absolutely. That's all articulated, so it's wiggly. And I mean, obviously, guys and girls, I'm not gonna throw that in the water. Although I would imagine a big pike would come up and eat that, to be honest. But I'm not going to fish with that. It's just gonna stay here in my box. But it's still pretty impressive. Now to tie something like that, it took me about 5 hours to get that assembled. But yeah, I enjoy it.
Super cool and dope.
Super cool and dope. And
oh, honey.
Yeah.
A little bit back, Austin said you should make a bald eagle fly in honor of America. Small scale, obviously, laugh out loud.
Hey, you know what? I might. I might. So when Christmas came, I made this a reindeer fly.
Cool.
So it's a deer fly, but with a red nose and antlers. So that's my reindeer fly. Let's see if I can get that.
Interesting.
And so I tied I'm gonna have to fix up my whole box here now.
I know.
I tied also the candy cane grasshopper.
I like that. That's really cool.
So we were, I don't know who was, I think it was Austin and me. We were talking about the grasshoppers. There's a candy cane grasshopper. Now I'm thinking about fishing that in the summer because for some reason I have a really good thing. I really think that those fish would love the candy cane. I'll have to get some peppermint spray and spray it on there, and then
You're hilarious.
they'll have the Christmas spirit.
You are hilarious.
But that's the candy cane hopper. And then I did like a candy cane game changer.
That's cool.
So
I like that.
the game changers work really good. I would imagine that a nice fish would come up and take the candy cane game changer.
Yeah.
And I also tied a candy cane bumblebee.
That's cool.
This is a candy cane bumblebee.
Well, these things I've never seen.
You've seen them, honey.
I don't know.
Yes, honey, you've seen them. And of course, I tied a Christmas tree. So
That's my favorite.
that's the Christmas tree. And the very last one in the Christmas. Oh no, sorry, I have two more. I tied this candy cane. I tied on a hook. I made this little candy cane. And last but not least, talking about beetles. This is a Santa Claus beetle,
Adorable.
including the beard,
Oh my gosh, that's adorable.
the beard and the Santa hat, and then his back is the rest of the Santa suit,
That's adorable.
and then his underbelly is just the red beetle.
Beetle claws?
Beetle claws. That's it. Beetle claws. So yeah. So like I said, guys, after you've been tying flies for I don't know how many numbers of years, you just get it in your head that you can tie all kinds of things. I've tied bacon and eggs.
Oh, I love that.
I've tied all kinds of
Donuts.
I've tied donut flies. They're all buried. I tied a bomb fly. This fly here is the bomb, literally. Boom.
Adorable.
I,
And
I,
the dynamite.
oh, and the dynamite. Oh, that's a fly.
Yeah.
Do I have one here? I have one in there. You guys want to see the dynamite? Now talk about now this is a fly that when I designed it, I was just doing it as a joke. But I'm going to tell you, I've caught some serious crappies on there. Where's my dynamite fly? Dynamite. Here we go. I got the dynamite fly. This fly is legitimately dynamite. Little sticks of dynamite. Boom goes the dynamite. And I'm going to tell you, the first time I fished with it, I was just joking around. But when I got it out in the water, those crappies.
I don't think so, Ted.
What did Ted say? He wants
Is your beetle display case available?
My beetle display case.
No. Where is it?
You want a beetle display case?
Oh.
Anyways, this is the dynamite, guys. Boom goes the dynamite. And this is like a top water popper, and it is incredible for crappies.
Joshua Biggs says, "Hi, Jody."
Joshua Biggs. Hello, Joshua's in the house. Yeah, all the big players are coming to play now. All the cool guys. So yeah, so that's if you want to fly.
Ted wants to see the display. Do you have a beetle display?
A beetle display.
Yeah.
I have a couple of beetle displays. You're making me work. You guys are making me work today. What's wrong with you guys? I'm gonna have to fix this all up.
Yeah, it's okay. No problem. No problem.
Today's more of a show and tell than it is a fly fishing. You guys just want to see everything I got, eh? Here, look. I'm gonna give you guys a tour. a small little tour. This is my workspace, guys. These are all the shadow boxes of all. Well, this is not all of them. I got more in the bedroom, but these are all the displays, different displays, right up into the corner. I got some on my computer. So you see all the little displays I've made. And there's my fishing club display. I bought that at the dollar store. So yeah, those are some of the displays. If you want to see them better, I will have to take them down.
You have a Bass Pro cup shop.
I do have a Bass Pro Cup.
Oh yeah, right there. Yeah.
If it didn't cost too much to send it, which I know it will, I would give that away to a fan.
Oh.
So here's some interesting things. So
Your mom said we couldn't see them very well.
I made these.
They're out of wood.
These are made out of wood. I carved these all out of wood.
Yeah.
So I got a grasshopper. I got all the different beetles, mayfly. So these took me a long time to carve these, and I would burn them, as you can see. So there's those.
But you make a lot of beetles that are black, like out of foam.
I do make a lot of beetles out of foam.
Yeah.
You guys are getting me tearing up my room now.
That's okay. It'll give you something to do after.
Yeah, give me something to do after. Mrs. Superfly is hilarious. That's okay. You can just clean up the mess. So this display.
Your mom's right. It's hard to see, honey.
Yeah, I know it's hard to see, but
Why don't you open it?
I'm gonna open it up and then they can see it better. Still might be a little hard to see. That's because this camera is goofy, but I'll try and hold it up. So there's my bumblebee, and then there's a June bug,
Oh.
and there's a centipede,
Oh.
and going to this side is a tiger beetle. Hang on.
That one's pretty.
There's a tiger beetle. And what else we got in here? So there's a water strider.
Mom said after show them your spiders.
That's a water strider. And then there's a mayfly up there. And a cricket. Those black crickets are awesome though. They catch a. And there's what do we got here? Yellow jacket. And a German cockroach, but you know what? I've tied better ones than that.
Yeah.
So that's not really showing that well. But I got better ones. A red-legged grasshopper. Honeybee. There's a spider. There's a orb weaver spider.
Gross.
There's a super housefly. And then carpenter ant. And there's those tent caterpillars, which is the northern gypsy or the gypsy north moth. And I think that's all for that. Yeah. So that's the bugs. Let you see my beautiful face. For all of those who want to see my beautiful face, I hope I.
That's very cool.
Yes. What was I looking for?
Austin said, "What was for dinner?" And Bay 8 said, "Laugh out loud, Mrs. Superfly."
Mrs. Superfly, what was the... Oh, dang it. I cracked my screen with my beautiful face.
You did.
Come on. We're getting all funny up in the house today. You guys carry me off track.
Well, now you can tie the pretty green one.
Now I'm under a pile of mess here.
Oh, just clean it up after.
Anyways, I'm gonna throw up my Flybox logo, and if you see as soon as you see the Flybox logo, you type in there, "I want a Jody's Flybox," and the first person will get their name in a Flybox.
Draw. In a draw.
All right. Okay.
Oh, Austin got it.
Austin got it. Austin's in there. Austin is in there. Austin's the man. Okay. Austin, your name's going into the fancy draw. But what I do, so just so you guys know, the way I designed it, I printed these out on a
Jody, Bay 8 said he was showing his wife, and she's asking, "Are you a taxidermy?" She didn't know they were hand-tied flies.
Well, you see, Bay, here's the thing. I go outside with a butterfly net, and and I get them, and then I pin them up. No, yeah, no, they're real, Bay. They look real, but
Yeah.
they're tied. I tied them up. All kinds of things. So like, see all the little legs and antennas? That's this bag is full of all kinds of broom bristles from all different kinds of brooms, different sizes, different colors. So I do a lot of, got some of these at Walmart, some of the dollar store. And so anytime you see like legs, different kinds of really realistic legs, it's usually broom bristles. I've got so much blended wools. So here's my blended wools bin with all my. I just make it myself in a blender. I think there's a video on my channel about that.
There is. I thought you call it dubbing.
It's dubbing, yeah. Blended wool dubbing,
Okay.
yeah. Anyways, I got so much materials, guys. You wouldn't even. If you guys seen, I'm not gonna show you everything,
No.
but if you guys seen the amount of materials I've collected in 35 years, there's not too much I can't tie. So if you guys have crazy requests, I can do them. But anyways, back to this. Your name will for sure be put in the draw, and every time. So like some of you, like Solo's got his name in here 3 times. So Solo really wants that fly box. I don't know where that guy is. He must be out fishing today.
Oh, Austin said he's gonna go fish for a bit before the sun sets. Thanks for putting on a good live stream.
You are welcome, Austin. Your name is going to be in for the box. Tell your friends, because the faster we get to that 1,000 subscribers, the faster I give someone some wicked flies, and I will be happy to do that. But what I was saying about the name in the draw, I have them I typed them onto the computer, and I have 19 slots. So when I fill up those 19 slots, then I print it out and cut them out and put them in here. So have no fear. I have them all typed out. The beautiful Miss Superfly, she writes them down, and then I type them out. And every single time you get in there, they're in there. They're even numbered. So like I number them. So I could even tell you at what point you got into the draw. So
Hey, what's up, everyone? What's up, Fly?
hey, R2G's in the house. What's up? Release the grease.
Release to the grease.
Release to the grease. my man. We're having a party. We're having a party, Grease. Man, we've been doing so much. I just showed off a bunch of flies, some of the killer flies. They got me ripping my house apart, taking the display cases off the wall to show the flies. Uh, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Anybody who for anybody who doesn't know, I'm gonna use this time to plug my friends now. So I know Yoshi for Bay 8 Fishing. He does lures. So he ties some flies and he does lures. So check out his channel. Go subscribe to him. Release to the Grease. He does plastic molding with jigs and stuff. He has some wicked colors. And if I wasn't a solo fly fisherman, like I would for sure be buying from R2G because he's got some rubber, some killer rubbers. So go check them out. Um, Mingle around, guys. Check each other's channels out. Go hit that like, subscribe, and share button for them. Go watch some of their videos. Comment on their videos, so that your subscription sticks. And these are some of the nicest guys on YouTube. I'm telling you, if you go there, um, they're really fun to hang out with. And I've been bouncing around for the last 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, in all kinds of chats. Um, and I'm just on a mission to meet as many good new people as I can. And um, trust me, if you have one of those chats where you just can't help but have fun on there, you'll catch me in there. So um, absolutely mingle around, guys. It's good. The fishing community is amazing. People are amazing, and I gotta tell you honestly, before the last 3 weeks, I had been kind of feeling like the world was getting crummy, a lot of crummy people, and people just don't care about people anymore. But bouncing around to all these live chats and checking out all your guys' channels and stuff, you guys have inspired me that and regenerated my faith that there are still some really good people left in the world. And I think we should go out and find each other and just hang out with each other and just brighten each other's days. And I think you guys are amazing. So that's my plug for everybody else's channel. What Mrs. Superfly, we appreciate all of.
Solo.
There's Solo. 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 Where have you been, Solo? I missed you. I want to show Solo his what I'm sending Solo. I'm not gonna make him go back in the video to see it, unless he just wants to go back and rewatch the video what he missed. Solo, I'm sending you I'm sending you a fishable ninja and a wearable ninja, so you can wear one on your hat and you can fish one. And then, because I'm such a cool superfly, I'm sending you some hopper flies to fish with, so you can fish with those. So that is what I'm doing for you, brother Solo.
He always sends me flowers.
You send in my wife flowers, Solo? Solo, we're gonna have a talk about that. You're saving me money, buddy. You send them, I don't have to buy them.
Okay.
Okay.
Tired.
What am I? Who said what am I tying?
No, I'm asking you.
What did R2G say? Absolutely, Superfly. You are the change you want to see. You go out there and give away puppets, and you know what? R2G.
We are happy to be part of a good change in the world.
Yeah.
God bless them.
Yeah. Thank you, R2G. You know what? I have been very blessed in my life. I have a good family, a beautiful wife, and some, as you guys can tell, some God-given talents, and that's exactly what they are, God-given. It's not really me. It's God give me these talents, and I just feel it's my duty and responsibility to give back and share as much as I can with you guys and the kids. Like when I give out puppets to kids, it just warms my heart. And bringing family and bringing community together is what I'm all about. It's very important to me, and I just that's what I have to do. And so yeah, it doesn't seem like a chore. It just seems like an
No.
honor.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I dress up with my crazy puppet. I
Your
have like
hats, your
the hats. I
ties.
wear the hats, the ties, I go out and I be crazy, and I just bring joy as wherever I can. And not only that, I get to spend time. So like when I make those puppets for the kids, I get to spend an afternoon with the wife. We put on a movie. I sit there with the glue gun, gluing up these puppets or sewing up these puppets, and we just watch some TV. So I get to spend time with the beautiful Miss Superfly. And
Mom said you got that from her.
yeah, of course. So yeah, mom mom is right. I get everything from mommy.
Yeah,
Yeah, the creativity, the joy, the giving.
yeah.
My family is really cool. So I've been really blessed over the years to have a beautiful family. And yeah, so I'm really honored. And I'm honored that all of you guys are here. Like I really am. Like I kid you not. Like going around meeting all you guys. You guys are really honored. And and this week, some of the groups that I've been in have been exceptionally over the top cool. So most of you know this already. I have eye issues. So I'm wearing the glasses. I'm a diabetic. And when my sugars go really high, I have I get crystals in my eyes and they cause things to go really super blurry. So for me to read the typing when I type, I have to type in caps, all caps. And
That's what I'm here for.
when sometimes I get into some groups that give me flack. They rip me apart. They're like, Superfly, we don't even want you here because
You're
you're
yelling.
you're yelling and all this things. And you know, I get all these tips and how to make fonts different and things. And I'm like, guys, this is just what works for me. I have eye issues. But there's been some groups most of you here have been really accepting of me, and I love you guys all for that. But there's been a couple of groups in particular this week that I've gone into who have not only just said, hey, we're cool with it, but they've gone so far as that everybody in the group started writing in caps so I could read what everybody was typing. Now I can read what you guys type if you type small, but I am kind of doing this kind of thing up to the computer where I'm like, what did they write? What are they? And then I'm typing. So the fact that some of these people did that, if any of you are watching who did that for me, you almost put me in tears because I'm so flattered that you did that. And a lot of people over the last couple of weeks have mentioned like, Superfly, we're so glad that you've kind of said something about it or done something about it, because I also have eye issues and it really helps me too. So it's kind of like I did it for myself, but it became like a mission to help people with with vision issues. So I'm really super honored to say some of you people out there have gone over the top to just make me and a bunch of other people feel really good about coming into your lives. And I just want to thank anybody who's watching this for that, because you guys are just amazing. So God bless you guys. Um, Another thing I wanted to talk about. So I added Nightbot to the chat, as you guys probably caught. I didn't know Nightbot was not a person. I thought Nightbot was a person. I thought the Nightbot was an actual chatter. But Nightbot is a chat bot that helps monitor and moderate your chats. So I've put him in there. Uh, I think it's kind of cool, and I learned something new. So he's uh, he's in there, the Nightbot. He's going to pitch my channel for me. I know you guys also pitch my channel, which I also wanted to say thank you for. Every time I come into your streams, you're always pitching me. And this, in the last 2 weeks, you guys have grown my subscriptions to 131, and in 3 years my channel has been up. I It took me 3 years to get to 38. So you guys have like tripled my subscribers and viewers in a matter of 3 weeks, and that's on you guys. That's not even me, that's you guys. Just everywhere I go, the second I pop into your lives, you're like Superfly, and I just feel nothing but love. And that's on you guys. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, really. And God bless you guys. And since we're talking about moderations, as you guys know, some of you are moderators, a lot of you guys are moderators. I know there's two trains of thought about chat moderation. One is make everybody blue and you can bounce around and subscribe easier to people's channels. And I believe in that, but I also believe in that if you have too many moderators, too many Indians, not enough chiefs, or too many chiefs, not enough Indians. And I honestly believe with all my heart that I've got some very special people that I can trust. If I make you blue, it's because I absolutely trust you, that you're not just kicking people out for no reason or taking advantage of those powers, because I have seen in some chats that people are blue and the next thing you know, they're kicking out people that had no reason to be kicked out. And I just don't think in my heart that everybody needs to be a moderator. So if I've moderated you, and this is not to put anybody else down who is not blue, because that is not my thing. I love everybody. I appreciate everybody's in here. The people who are blue, and there's only going to be a few of you, a handful of you. You're blue. I trust you. I need you. You guys know what is acceptable in my chats and not. I'm a Christian. There's no cursing, no swearing, no adult talk in my chats. Like, I know some chats have gone out of control and they're talking about all this sexual things and all kinds of things. My chat is not that. My chat is clean. My chat is about love, sharing, tying flies, fishing, and fishing stuff. That is what my chats are about. You guys know that. So, my mods, you guys all know that, and I appreciate you guys, and that's why you're blue, and other people are not blue. And unfortunately, if you're anybody watching this, whether you're a moderator or not a moderator, whether you're watching right now live or watching later live, please know that this is a clean channel. It's going to be a clean channel. And if it's too simple for you guys or not as entertaining as you'd like because you'd like to curse a little bit or whatever, unfortunately, you're welcome to watch. You're welcome to share and stuff. Don't comment rude stuff on my stuff, on my lives or on my videos. I'll delete it. I'll remove it. It's not accepted here. So, but love, sharing, caring, and you can joke around. You can be funny. Just within reason, okay, guys? Like, just behave. That's it. We're all gonna play nice in the playground. That's it. But yeah, definitely, guys. Tell me what you guys want to see, because I mean, I'm here to teach you guys. I've tied flies for so long. If you want to see a certain type of fly or talk about how a certain type of fly is fished or how I fly fish, and I do have some knowledge about other fishing, but I mean, I fished with worms. I have fished with worms and live baits. I have fished with plastics and rubbers. But for the last 25 years, I have done nothing but fly fish. So that's where my expertise lies. And honestly, guys, no matter what kind of fishing you do, if you're fishing with live baits, whether you're fishing with flies, whether you're bait casting, whether you're down rigging, whether you're whatever kind of fishing you're doing, if you enjoy it and it's within the law, do it. If you can legally do it and you enjoy it, do it. If you're catch and releasing and you enjoy that, that's me. I catch and release, I let the fish go. If you want to eat some fish, eat some fish. Go ahead. whatever you want to do, enjoy it. Take some people out with you. If you want to fish by yourself, fish by yourself. If you want to fish with your family, fish with your family. If you want to take a bunch of people out, take a bunch of people out. Whatever you want to do, you just do it. Just make sure you stay safe. Make sure you stay within the law, and then do it. And nobody should have any complaints about anything you do.
Even toe fly fishing.
Even toe flies. The toe fly.
So
there it is, Solo. The toe fly. The Paul's toe fly. I told everybody before, Solo, that I'm making one for me and one for Paul, and I'm gonna challenge Paul which one of us can catch a fish on the toe fly first. So that's my challenge.
Bay 8 said he needs more practice for game changers. If you could do some of those, he very much appreciates it. He's a visual learner.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm okay. So because we're already like at 8:30, almost we're almost at 29. I'm not going to do any game changers tonight, Bay, because they're going to require like most of the time to show you, because they do take a little bit of time. But I will absolutely.
He said next time.
Either.
Do you have a video on YouTube that you've made them?
I do. You know what?
Yeah,
You know what, Bay? I think I do have a game changer video on my channel. So if you want to check that out, go check that out. But I will do one. I will do one live. Absolutely.
Yeah, he said next time.
Next time for sure. I'll get the Miss Beautiful Superfly to write that down,
Okay.
and we will. I'll make that a point.
Okay.
So anybody watching next week will most likely be that. That's what I'm going to do.
But he did say in the meantime he'll go check.
Yes. So that's always a good thing to check. And this fly here is going to go in the fly box. So I'm going to do that right this second so I don't forget to put it in the fly box. And I can't believe that in 1 week we got 18 subscribers. That's crazy to me. So here it is going into the super fly box, and I'm gonna have to organize them a little bit better.
Yeah.
But so that we're almost full in the top one. So yeah, every fly I tie on these live chats from now until 1,000 subscribers is gonna go into the big box, and I can't wait to send you guys. And throughout the so last week I gave you guys a lot of flies. Like Solo, I made flies for. Mo, I gave flies for. Yoshi, I gave flies for. G-Man, I gave flies for. I gave out a lot of flies last week. Lumi. So a lot of you guys got flies last week. Unfortunately, I can't afford to do that all the time. Now I am able to do that. I checked the prices to mail that out. It's not super expensive, like not way too expensive. So have no fear. You didn't break the bank for me, guys. And I'm happy to do that for you guys. But in the coming future, I'm either going to give like one fly a week or like maybe every other week or something along those lines. But I won't be giving to everybody. When I do the weekly thing, it'll be literally one person's going to get one fly a week.
Solo said be careful with his box, Jody.
Yes, Solo. I know, Solo. Solo, you got a fly. I know I've asked you this. You got a fly rod, right? I'm sure Solo told me he has a fly rod.
So what are you tying?
What am I tying? Who asked?
No, me.
You guys, the Miss Superfly wants me to. Okay, I'm gonna do.
The green one.
Maria. Okay, Mrs. Superfly wants me to tie you guys this to show you this nymph. By the way, I already fished with this style bug. This is killer. I don't know if Ted disappeared or if Ted is still watching. Ted, man, these are the ones we're going to fish with. I'll make sure you get a few. Ted fishes with me, by the way, guys. He lives in my neck of the woods. So we go out in the summer fly fishing. I got him totally hooked on fly fishing. And he's now fly tying, so he's tying his own. This one is one you're going to need to learn, Ted. So I'm going to
Solo said just know they're not here for the gifts. They're here for you.
Oh, I know, Solo. I know. But it doesn't hurt that you get gifts, right? Everybody likes gifts.
Solo's seen a Shakespeare fly rod, and he's most likely going to buy it.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes. Do you know what weight it is, Solo? Solo's in Texas, I think. So they make the fish big there. He needs a heavy duty fly rod.
Oh, okay.
They don't make little fish in Texas.
Okay.
That's why Solo lives in Texas, because the fish are big. Everything's bigger in Texas. So I heard. But if you're gonna do like bass and big fish, you want like a 5-6 weight. That's what you want. If you're gonna do small pan fish like crappies, perch, sunfish, rock bass, warmouths.
He doesn't know the weight of it.
You don't know the weight of it? Do you know how to tell the weight of it though, right? It shows it on the
rod.
On the rod. It'll show you. It'll
Even
say.
I know that.
Even the Mr. Superfly knows that. Solo, you know. I don't have to explain this to you. Solo knows. Solo is better than Google. They should just replace Google with Solo. Solo knows.
Oh, Ted said he's here and he wants you to tie it in orange.
Are you? You have to fight the Mrs. Superfly.
That's okay.
You know what?
It's not about me. It's about them watching. So tie it in orange. I just think green is really cool.
Ted, there it is. There it is in orange.
See it, honey. You're too low.
No, it's in the.
There, now I can see it.
That's what it looks like in orange.
Now show the green one.
But I'm going to tie it in green. But it doesn't matter, Ted, because you can tie it in. Like if I tie you one, Ted, I'll tie it in the green. I'll tie it in orange for
Look
you.
how nice that is.
It is. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Tie the orange.
And the another color. This is another color. The pink. The pink is a beautiful.
Oh, the pink is nice too.
The pink is beautiful. So the two colors I can tell you are going to just.
Yeah, the pink is nice.
The pink and the orange are going to. But I think the green is going to be really good. Because when you start going into greens and stuff, you start doing dragonfly nymph colors.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like if you wanted to do it natural, here's a natural color. So here's like the brown. So like all these colors are good. I'm making such a mess of my area. Thanks a lot, guys. I blame you, all you guys. I got boxes and things all over. Okay, so I'm going to tie it up. I'm going to tie it in orange because the Mrs. Superfly feeds me, so she gets to pick the color. She makes.
Orange is nice. We'll go with what Ted said.
You want the orange?
Yeah.
Ted, now you swung my wife. She said do it in orange. Okay, orange it is. I've lost all cohesion here, guys.
Oh, now he said green is good. You know what? Do whatever Jody likes. How's that? Because
Jody don't even know anymore.
Jody knows.
Jody knows, right? Maybe I won't do either of those colors.
There you go.
Maybe I'll do white.
Nice.
The white one is nice.
Very nice.
White with the red eyes.
Very nice. Yeah.
This one should be killer.
That works.
But I'm not doing that either. Or blue. What about blue? Look at the blue one, guys.
Wow.
This blue one is nice. So this, as you can see, this fly can be done in any. This fly can be done in any color. You can completely mix and match. What's important is the way you tie it. There's a Solo like Ninja one, a mini. This is a mini.
Oh yeah.
This kind of looks mini like the mini Ninja.
Yeah.
So any of those flies, because they're small,
yeah,
and fishy.
They'll
So
catch fish.
they're small and fishy. So they're smaller than the tip of my finger. See, guys? Anything you use that is smaller than the tip of your finger is very pan fishy and trouty and yeah. So this is the key. And at this time of year, being that it's spring in the States and most parts of the world is spring, this is the way you want to go. Small little tidbits of food. Okay, so we're going to start with a straight gold hook. It does not have to be gold. You guys can use any color you want for this. I just happen to have these gold hooks, so I'm going to use a gold hook. And I'm going to grab my little hook sizer, and it is a size 10 long shank, although it's not super long, but it's a size 10 hook.
They can't see it's on your face.
What's on my face?
The camera. They can't see the face. So they didn't see you measure.
They didn't see me measure either?
No.
Fantastic. Just yell at me when that happens, right, guys? And by yell at me, I mean yell at the Mrs. Superfly and she'll yell at me for you. Okay. This is a hook gauge for anybody who, and you check the size of your hook, which is a size 10. Ta-da! And then we put our size 10 straight hook in the vise. Are we centered?
Mom's going to make a coffee. She'll talk to you later.
Mom's going to make a
Just say
coffee.
good night.
Good night, Mother. Lots of love. Thank you for playing. I would have a coffee, except I don't drink coffee.
No,
Oh.
you don't.
Okay. So we're going to take our clear nylon thread. So, Miss Superfly, you seem to be having fun typing tonight since you're able to actually type. So for those of you who may probably just figured this out, Mrs. Superfly did not have her own YouTube channel, so she does have one. You don't have to subscribe to it. She doesn't care if she gets subscribers because she's only using it for chatting and nothing else. She doesn't want a fan page. If that changes, we'll let you know, but she doesn't as we speak. And she now can type to you.
I think they got the gist of that this evening.
I'm sure they figured that out. But I just like to say it. Can't leave any dead air. I have to say something. The worst thing you can do on a live stream is dead air. So, like, for me, so one thing, you guys know you're never gonna see me fly like doing a live stream of me fishing.
No.
I don't have data on my phone.
No.
And I'm not gonna be getting data on my phone.
No.
So you won't see that. But what you will see, like I will fish. I have a video camera and a GoPro, so I will record me fishing. I may shout you out while I'm fishing, and then I will record it and then post it up. But all the fly tying lives, I will be talking. I will not be leaving dead air. Unfortunately, when you fish, often you get bad reception or you get dead air, which can really suck. Or your mic goes out, people can't hear you. There's all kinds of different things. The wind. The good thing is you guys don't have to hear the wind, whoosh, whoosh, because there's no wind in my living room. So, although on my videos you might hear wind some from time to time, but usually what I'll do is if it's super windy, I'll just mute the video and do a talk over. So, yeah. Cool. Okay, so I took an orange marabou feather off of a feather boa, and I'll just snap that off there. And I will fold it over so that it's all nice and bushy. Bushy, 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 bushy. We need Paul. Me and Paul could have a concert. the roof is on fire. So I trimmed off the hard part of the feather so it's all nice and soft. If I start singing, Ted's going to leave. I know that. Ted's going to be like, I came here to tie flies, not to listen to Jody sing. Funny man. You think you're funny, funny man? I do. Okay, so if you're a TVU shopper like I am, you can get some really good deals on crystal flashes. In this case, I'm going to make the whole theming orange. So I'm going to take some orange crystal flash, one piece. I spent about $6 on this, and if I bought it in a fly shop, like an actual fly shop, it would have cost me probably about $100. Temu does have its benefits. It absolutely does. Okay, so I took the one piece of crystal flash and I folded it over. And I'm going to measure it. I'll turn my vise sideways so you guys can see it. I'm going to measure it right to the end of those feathers and give it a snip. And as us in the fly tying like to say, we put some shiny in the hiney. That is what we're doing. So then I'll flip it back over and I'll put 2 strands on the other side. And then I'll trim it. So you have basically 4 strands of crystal flash in there, which makes it look all shiny in the hiney.
When you sang a little bit of that song, Solo said he could see your dance moves, buddy.
Yeah? Solo saw me dancing, eh? So, by the way,
Oh, hi, Whitney.
Whitney's in the house. All the superstars are coming out to play now. Okay. Solo's making fun of my dance moves, Whitney. He's like, when I was singing, he's like, I could see you dancing. The roof is on fire. See, you'll talk about dancing and now you got me all distracted. Okay. So for this one, we put the tail in. Now, as I show you, I made the nice black eyes on this one because I thought it was really going to blend in nice. Those nice black eyes will just pop off that orange. So I'm again going to do these black beads. Oh my gosh, my desk is so messy. So I went to our local Michael's and they had a huge container of beads. And these will, well, I shouldn't say that. But you know what? They're probably going to last me the rest of my fly tying career. So they're just a regular glass seed bead, but they come in all kinds of colors. You can get them in, you know, the blues. You can get them in the reds. The reds, nice ruby red. So there's all kinds of different bead colors, but I'm going to use these black ones. And I have them poured out. Talking about pouring them out, pouring them onto the floor. The Miss Superfly is literally going to kill me after this live stream. I have messed up our house.
It's okay, honey.
My puppet bins all over the place.
It's okay. We'll clean it up together.
She sounds so forgiving.
I am forgiving.
You are forgiving. Okay. So we need to get the eyes. So I'm going to go. I poured a few into this lid here. And as you can see, I'm going to try and line them up to the same size as closely as I possibly can. Now if you can't find 2 beads the same size, it's not the end of the world. But if you can find them the same size, make them as close to the same size as you can, because it'll keep that fly swimming balanced in the water. And it'll just look like you knew what you were doing. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my hemostats onto the broom bristle, and I'm going to leave about 3 millimeters out. And for all of you pyromaniacs out there, this is my torch. You can use any lighter for this, but this torch makes fire. So I like to make like caveman fire here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep my fingers on this side of the torch. And then I'm going to just blow it out after it melts down to the eye, blow it out, and then just touch it down onto my vise. And it doesn't stay hot for more than half a second. So like you can pretty much touch it after. And then I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to trim off the excess because we only need a couple millimeters of broom bristle. And I always keep all the little pieces of broom bristle because I use them for all kinds of things, legs and all that. So make sure that we slide our bead on, and we're going to take our thing. Hey, does it look 3D when I aim the fire at the camera? That's a cool effect. I'm going to have to... Anyways.
It looks like a light, not fire.
Like a light? Yeah. Well, anyways, we're going to take it and we're going to melt it down. Boop. And if you see that it melts a little bit over the edge, you can always just fold it over gently and just tap it just gently and then boop it down again. And that fixes that little problem. So now, ooh, that one is a little hot. That's because I touched it more than once with the torch. Burning everything. The roof is on fire. Kids, don't play with fire without supervision, adult supervision.
So said, ouch, my eyebrows are gone.
No kidding. Solo. I have had fun with fire. I'm going to tell you guys a story about fire. When I was younger, anyways, I put these eyes on and I tied them in. I just tied them in like that. A couple of crazy eights this way, a couple of crazy eights that way. So when I was a kid, now that my mom's not in here anymore, because she'll slap me up the side of the head for this. When I was a kid, my buddy came over to the house one night, and we were thinking we wanted to have a fire in the backyard. But we were stupid, and we found a plastic bucket. And we filled the plastic bucket with all kinds of things that are flammable, paper and paper towel rolls and cardboard rolls and all kinds of things. And we went in the backyard and we lit the paper on fire. And the paper, woof, catch it all on fire. And we kept feeding the fire. And we were looking for more and more things to feed it. And the fire just kept burning away. And we were laughing and joking. And all of a sudden, the heat from the fire melted the bucket. And the bucket was melted into the grass. And my parents were not home. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? So I went and got the hose and I put out the fire in the bucket. And as soon as I put out the fire in the bucket was melted to the grass. So I couldn't even hardly pull it up from the grass. So I had to struggle to pull it up from the grass. And I did my darndest to pick out all the little pieces of plastic. And I took that bucket and I got on my bike and I rode to like a binster and I threw it out because I didn't even want evidence of that around the house. And I thought I did a good enough job. But sure enough, the next day my dad went out to cut the grass. And when he started cutting the grass, he found all these little bits of plastic in the grass. And he's like, what the heck is this? Yeah, I got in trouble for it. So Moral of the story, kids,
Don't play with
don't play with fire without adult supervision because it's not smart. And you can count me for that one. Okay. So, we're going to need a couple of things here. We're going to need to make a back piece for this. And what we need is a piece of 1 millimeter fun foam, which you can get at your local craft store. And it comes in, as you guys probably guessed, multicolors. So you're just going to need a little strip. And the strip you need only needs to be just a little bit to the bend of the hook to where the eye of the hook is. Sorry, that's a lie. I'll show you what I gotta cut a little point in it. I'm all distracted from my fire story.
Well, Solo said he too learned not to put too much lighter fluid to start a barbecue pit. It almost burned off his arm and facial hair.
Oh, geez, Solo.
Wow.
So, we learned
Wow.
Solo. We learned the hard way, buddy. Okay, so as you can see, I cut a little point using my little rounded scissors on there. That's going to be the back of our fly. Okay, and then you need it to be. I was going to tell you to cut it off at the eye, but you want it actually so that you can fold it over the eye, because then you're going to fold it back over. So you actually want it to be a little bit longer than the hook, probably 2 lengths of the hook is how long you want this piece to be. I'm going to place it aside, and I'm going to take some black wire.
The vintage fly guy Jared is here. Hello, Superfly.
Oh, hey, Vintage, how's it going? Hey, Vintage, have I chatted with you before? That name does sound familiar. I've chatted with so many people. If I haven't, I'm definitely going to have to check his channel out.
Yes, in Maytree's stream.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I know where. Cool. I will check out your channel, Vintage. I probably haven't had a chance since the other day, but I will absolutely go do that. And thank you for visiting. Okay. So we're going to use a piece of black wire. And I always cut this longer, so I'm not even going to tell you how to measure it, because you're just going to have to eyeball it. You're going to need a bit. And just remember, when you're wrapping a wire around, as you wrap it, it gets smaller and smaller, right? In diameter. But we're going to need a piece. I'm just going to say, just to give you an idea, 1, 2, 3, 4 hook lengths. And trust me, when you start wrapping it in, it's going to shrink quick. But you got to also remember, you need something to hold on to when you wrap it. And you're going to place it right below the eyes and tie it in and wrap it right down to the bend of the hook. And you can go back and forth and do a couple of runs, and that'll make sure it's all locked in nice and good.
Jared said he's trying to grow his channel. It's small, but he does all vintage gear and he ties vintage flies.
Nice. Excellent.
Nice. That's interesting.
Absolutely. I will for sure be checking that out. Vintage flies. There's a lot of vintage flies.
The vintage fly guy.
The vintage fly guys. And there are lots of vintage flies.
Yeah.
And me, Uh, I tie a bit of everything.
Yeah.
So I tie some vintage.
Yeah.
I tie some definitely modern day stuff. I tie some like I tie I look at a bug and I reproduce it. That's how I tie. Or I look at a color of a thing and just tie it. And I was showing off some crazy wackadoo flies earlier that I tied. Okay. Oh, go ahead, Miss
No,
Superfly.
Solo told Jared that he subscribed, and he said to Jared, "Nice bamboo fly rods."
Oh, Jared has bamboo fly rods on his channel.
I guess that's his name.
Yeah, I want to check that out.
Yeah,
Definitely gonna check that out.
yeah. Sorry about that.
No worries. No
Yeah, that'd
worries.
be interesting.
Okay, so what I just did there, guys, is I just took my orange dubbin and I just wrapped it with my fingers onto my thread. And I just put it really thin, and I'm going to just start working my way to the back of the fly from the eye of the hook. And always start little, and you can always add more, but it's super hard to take off more if you've added too much. So it's always good to just go little by little. And this fly is one that I'm not going to comb out because the bugginess of this fly is really going to be in the rubber legs. That's what's going to make this fly super, super buggy. Okay. So as you can see, it's got a nice, everything's covered up. Looks nice. We got our wire hanging out the back here, our tail looking good. So now we're going to take our orange piece of fun foam and we're going to measure it to the back. And you want it to stick a little bit back into your marabou or your feather. And then I don't know why I left my thread there. I should have my thread up at the front. The good thing, if you guys just see that, the good thing about this clear nylon thread is you can run it through your fly and you won't see where it was, other than you'll see like a little bit of an indent, but you won't see any thread. And that's what I want. And this wire you will see, because this is going to make the body lines for your fly. And it's going to give a little bit of weight to this fly, which is going to bring it down. This fly is going to be a sinking fly. It is not going to be a topwater fly. It will be a sinker. So I'm going to put this off to the side.
G-Man says, Superfly, what's up? Thanks
for
joining the live stream today.
G-Man. Guys, I need to... I'll get back to this in a second. I just want to show something to G-Man. G-Man, remember I told you about that fly I made for you? This is the custom-made G-Man fly. That's the bottom. And it has a plastic lip. So this one will swim like a Rapella. This one's going to have some swimming action to it. So I made that one for you, G-Man. And G-Man, I also made you the crayfish. This is the crayfish I made for you this afternoon while I was watching you, G-Man. So I will be sending that out to you next week, G-Man. And if you guys don't know G-Man, definitely go check out G-Man's channel because he is such a cool dude. And he was catching some wicked trout. I apologize. I left a little early today, G-Man, but that was because I had to do some preparation for today's live stream. But I'll be back. You know that. Okay, back into this. Oh, and G-Man, we're tying up this little orange. I don't even have a name for it. It's like a rubber leg nymph. We'll just have to say that. So this is a sinking one. Oops, and I dropped it on the floor. All right. So back to that. So we're using some 1 millimeter foam, and we're going to tie it in so that the point of the foam is just a maybe millimeter or two off the back of the hook. Then we're going to pinch it down around, and with our thread, we're going to tie it up just behind the eye. What are you laughing at, Miss Superfly?
Nothing.
Oh, you guys are all having jokes. This Miss Superfly's not even telling me what's going on now.
No.
I'm regretting giving you
No.
getting you this channel set up.
No, well, Jared shared how Max Catch is affordable.
Max
Right.
Catch is affordable.
Yeah, because Solo was telling him how he's looking into fly rods, and so Jared brought that up, and I said, yeah, even Jody in his past live streams has mentioned Max Catch is a good brand.
Absolutely.
And then Solo Fly gave me Solo Fly.
Solo Fly.
Solo gave me the thumbs up, and then Jared said, Mrs.
Awesome. Yeah.
This is my first live with you. So I was gonna tell him.
Oh,
this is the
yeah.
First time I got to chat.
Oh yes. This is her first. This is her first chatting time, guys. So she's been able to see it,
Yeah.
but she hasn't been able to chat because I had to set her up a channel.
Yeah.
So we got her all set up now. So she's all in and modded up and all that. She's in it to win it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I tied this just below the eyes. And now we're going to make sure our thread is right below, like literally the eye of the hook. And we're going to pull this orange foam forward. And we're going to tie it down while we're pinching onto that foam, so that afterwards we can pull it back up like this. And as you see, you want to leave that eye exposed. And what you can do is if you covered up the eye or crowded the eye, you can just gently push that fly up the hook a little bit to make sure your eye of the hook is exposed. Because if you cover that up, you're going to have a trouble tying it on while you're fishing. Okay, so we're going to leave that as is, and I'm going to take my thread and go underneath the eyes and leave it just behind the eyes of the hook. Now we're going to take our it's basically a black copper wire, and we're going to wrap it from underneath, and we're going to go as far to the edge of the bend of the hook as we can and tie the first loop. And then we're going to space it a couple of millimeters, and then we're going to wrap it around again. And as you can see, it's making those really nice body lines. And then we're going to go a couple of millimeters. We're going to wrap it around once more. So now you've got like 4 body sections. And then right where your thread is, you're going to wrap 2 wraps, maybe 3 wraps, right below the eyes. And then you can take your thread and you can just do a couple of good wraps in there and tie that in so it's not going anywhere. And then you can take your little snippers and snip it. A lot of guys, whenever they're wrapping body wire, they'll just helicopter it out. I just like to snip it with the wires. I'm funny like that, but either way it'll work. If you helicopter it out, it'll work. And I'll just pinch it down and make sure it's all not moving. Beautiful. So now you see it's starting to look kind of buggy, right? And then I'm going to take my foam and wrap it back up over the eyes. And I'm going to take my thread and I'm going to tie it down. 3 or 4 good wraps. And now I'm going to take my curved Dr. Schlick scissors and I'm just going to trim that around. So basically it's a nice clean cut. And then what I like to do is just go in between the middle of that. Now this is going to be hard for you guys to see, but I'm going to go into the middle of that and I'm just going to tie it down a couple of times. So it looks just a little bumpy versus just like 2 little triangular pieces. It just finishes it off a little nicer. Are the fish going to notice that? Absolutely not. But I'm going to notice it. So that's why I did that. And that's looking pretty good. And now I'm going to go with my thread one body segment down from that. And I'm going to leave my thread hanging there. And that's where I'm going to tie in the rubber legs. And I don't have any pre-cut, so I'll have to get some of these rubber legs. I got these from Temu. Again, super expensive in a bait shop. Really inexpensive at Temu. So save money where you can, guys. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to double it up like that. And I'm going to measure how much I want. And you can eyeball this. You guys got to, I can't really tell you. It's probably like 3 millimeters on each side to make these rubber legs. And you can make them longer or smaller. I like them to be not super, super, super long. I like them to be like a really naturally length like that. So, you know, a couple of millimeters out each side. So this is what you're going to have. 2 of these. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your clear nylon thread. You're going to pinch these even on either side so that you have basically this. And then you can just slide it up and down wherever you need it to be. And then when you let go, they're just going to open up like that. So there's the first set on the one side. And now we're going to repeat that step on the other side. And then, like I said, you guys can adjust whereabouts you want it. Just like that. All right. Looking good. And then I'm just going to come up back behind the eyes with my thread. And I'm going to take my 2 fingers, make my half-inch loop. I'm going to do 2 of these. For safe measure 3. And if you guys are whip finisher guys, like I said, if you've been watching me for any amount of time, you know I'm not a super whip finisher. Like, I can do it, obviously, but I don't really do it. I just find it's faster to do it this way. But if you need a whip finisher, by all means, use a whip finisher. All right. So that's pretty much that fly. Now, what I like to do is just darken up that orange just a little bit. But I don't want it to be completely dark. So I'm just going to do a strip because I like the two-tonedness of this fly. So you see it's really dark on the top and then it kind of fades into that lighter orange and then into the belly. So I'm going to take a orange Sharpie marker. I'm just going to do a strip of orange down the back, like so. And to make sure that seals in there, because if you don't seal it in, you're going to put that in the water and it's going to start fading away pretty quick. I like to take some clear nail polish. So in this case, Sinful Colors. And this is a sinking fly. So if you wanted to put UV resin, you could put UV resin on it and seal it in. But I'm just going to use some nail polish. And I'm just going to touch it on there very gently. And I find that nail polish will eat away rubbers really quick, like elastic bands and rubbers. So try not to touch your tie-in points where you tied in the rubber legs because it'll eat away the rubber. And then I like to just put a little bit on the eye and it'll just sparkle up that eye a little bit from where you touched it with the torch. And that's pretty much it. And again, if you wanted to trim the legs a little shorter, you could. If you have them a little longer, that's up to you. But this fly is a sinker. that extra wire and the glass beads will sink it, and it is gonna be a fantastic, fantastic little nymph. I tried one out the other day, and I caught a bunch of fish on it.
Yes, we did.
I went out and caught about 40 fish. So this was a fantastic fly. Um, Definitely a one for the fly box. I would carry one of these in pretty much any of those colors, and you will have yourself a good time. For me, this is a little bit long, but you know what? This one's going into the fly box, so I'm gonna leave it long. And if you guys want, when you get it, you can trim it a little shorter if you want those shorter, or you can leave it at that length. I will leave that in your capable hands. I don't want to trim it short and then you guys go, that Jody, those our fish like it longer. So I'll leave that as an option for you guys. And vintage, I know you're.
Jared said it looks great tie. So did Solo.
Thank you, Jared. Thank you, vintage.
But is it a nymph?
It is kind of like a nymph.
Okay.
So like if you cut it, basically if you do it in like, let's try it in a darker color, it's basically a nymph. If you do it in a light color, it's still a nymph, but it's just a light, just a bright nymph.
Mm.
Obviously, I've never really seen any bright orange nymphs, but something about the color orange and pink, uh, those two colors in specific, just they just catch a lot of fish. They really do. So you can just do them in any color. Now green is heading into dragonfly larva nymph. So if you do it in green, you start getting like that.
Jared said, "What kind of fish were you catching on it?"
What kind of fish? Me, I was catching like bluegills and perch. So those were the two fish I was catching. As the summer goes on, and we get to go to some more local waters, we'll be able to catch rock bass, smallmouth, largemouth, um, crappies, black crappies. Um, Probably not pickerel because we don't have a lot of pickerel where I'm at, but it'll be a bluegill killer for sure. Sunfish.
Jay, fish in and outdoors. Hey, super.
Hey, Jay Fishing, what's up? Yeah, so we just tied this beautiful one, this beautiful nymphy nymph. And this, I'm not going to put it in there right this second, but it's going to go into this fly box. And when I reach that 1,000 subscribers, one of you lovely, amazing people is going to win this box full of flies. It's a custom Jody's fly box. I designed all the graphics and designed this box. I have other boxes, so that will go in there for sure. I just need it to dry a little bit. I don't want to put it wet in there. Yeah. And yes. So that's going to be it for the fly tying tonight, guys. We tied a few.
Yeah.
They're going to go, all those flies are going to go in the box. I did intend to get to this one. You know what? I'm going to do a live one day this week. I can't tell you what day.
Yeah.
It'll be a surprise live. So you'll just have to catch me when I do it.
Yeah.
But this crayfish here, if you haven't already seen it, there's a video on my channel I tried it out in the sink, and it looks like it's going to fish spectacular. I haven't fished it yet, so I'm not going to make you guys any promises. I'm not going to say, oh, this is the best fly in the world, because I have not fished this one yet, but I can pretty much tell you guys, like with the articulated claws and all that, I have a really good suspicion that this is going to be really awesome. And I'm a smallmouth bass guy, and smallmouth bass love crayfish, and that's what I decided on it. And you know what? G-Man was in here today. G-Man was catching trout on the black crayfish rubbers today.
Cool.
So I have a suspicion. I'm sending one of these to G-Man.
Oh,
I
nice.
think G-Man's going to have a fun time with this, and G-Man's got a fly rod too. So
Oh, nice.
I think G-Man's going to have a fun time with this crayfish. And you know what? He can fish it already. We can't fish it yet because
Yeah.
smallmouth and
We have
largemouth
to
bass
wait.
does not open till third week in June
Yeah.
where I live.
Because we're in Canada.
So we're in Ontario, Canada. Wah, wah, wah. But
Jared said he saw the crawfish in the sink. He saw the video. It was great.
thank you, Jared. Thank you.
And Solo said, just put it in my fly box.
Yeah, Solo. You know what I'm going to put in Solo's fly box? The Paul's toe. I'm going to put a Paul's toe in Solo's fly box. This is going to be this is a modern fly. Me and Paul are going to have a contest to see who's going to catch the first fish on the Paul's toe. I apologize for anybody who doesn't understand this, who just came in or who's watching. This is kind of one of those if you know kind of things. Our friend Paul, we were cheering him up the other day, and he kept flashing his every time he bent over, he kept flashing his toes on camera. So I made him this toe fly, and I said Solo said we could use your toes as bait. So group effort, we got the Paul's toe.
Is Paul the one that was fishing with a rubber crayfish?
No, Paul was not the one fishing with.
That
was G-Man.
G-Man. Okay, thank you.
G-Man. Yes. So it has been a complete blast hanging out with you guys. As I I always look forward to these live streams. I get to hang out with my beautiful wife. They
seem to be getting longer and longer.
They seem to get longer. I started out saying
okay.
I was going to do 2 hours from
That's
7 till 9,
right.
and it just so happens that we keep running over till 9:30, 10. But you know what?
No
it is so much fun hanging out with you guys, and I am, like I said, I am very honored to know such wonderful people.
We don't want to sound like a broken record, but
yeah, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but
it's genuine.
It is. I am genuine, and
we really mean it.
Honestly, yeah, we do really mean it.
We really do.
And honestly, like hanging out with some of you guys in your live chats, a lot of you have treated me with a lot of respect, and
now that you're leaving.
Oh, now I'm leaving.
Oh.
Midmo was fishing today, so I know nice. why Mo's late. Speaking of that, now that I got Mo here, I'm gonna show him what I'm sending him.
Well, Solo said it's a pleasure. Thank you both. Lots of laughs and sharing and knowledge. God bless and good night, everyone.
Yes, thank you, Solo. Thank you so much. Always an honor having you in, Solo, and yeah, I love you, brother, man. And all this, anybody who I'm sending flies to, they are going out to you next week. So, this week at some point. So, but hey, Mo, I just want to show you, Mo. I'm sending Mo some flies. Mo's going on a trip, and he is going to need some flies. So here's a mayfly. And this fly from a river runs through it. This is a very vintage fly. So Jared, you might know this one. This is a why can't I think of it right off the spot? Oh, my brain just froze up.
That's okay.
But this one's from the movie. Bunyan bug. There you go. Bunyan bug, stonefly, number 3, right here. So this is a very classic bug. And then, of course, Mo's going to get the Mighty Mo. I made this in honor of Mo. I designed it for him. So this
that one's nice.
This is a very cool bug. I can't wait to fish this one. Actually, I made a couple for myself, so I'm gonna fish them for sure. And then Mo, you're gonna get
Jared also has a video on his channel on how to tie the bunion bug.
nice. Jared, I'm gonna have to check Jared out.
Yeah.
You wrote. I'll check. I'm gonna check him out after this.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Mo, this is
That's a grasshopper.
This is a grasshopper,
Yeah.
a red-legged grasshopper.
Yeah.
And this one is also a red-legged grasshopper, but it's the brown version of the red-legged grasshopper. Those are trout killers, and this one is the black cricket. This is for sure a trout killer. And then I tied a very small stonefly. This is a stonefly, and this is a very small caddisfly. So I will be sending those out to you, Mo, next week at some point. And I hope you catch a lot of fish. And everybody who I'm sending flies to, I hope you guys catch tons and tons of fish. And I hope you guys get video of it because I'd love to see it. And yeah, so fancy. Yeah, and Jared definitely got to check out Jared's channel, for sure. I want to see some of that stuff. Absolutely, I'm all into the vintage stuff. So even though I kind of tie a lot of new age stuff, but because I'm an experimenter when it comes to fly tying, I'm like, let's throw some of this on a hook and let's throw some of that on a hook and see where it goes. And I've invented some crazy things. But yeah, vintage is always great, and the way seeing how our forefathers tied, I love seeing that and where the materials come from. What
That's cool.
What did you see, Mrs. Superfly?
Read that.
I've been tying the full collection of the original bunion bugs for a display box. I think I made a post with a picture of it so far. I have to check that out.
No. Before that.
Oh, before that,
he talked to Richard Rose, who is Norman Mean's grandson, the inventor of the bunion bug, and he sent him some stuff from Norman's collection.
What?
That's awesome.
Really? Vintage? Oh, that's awesome, dude. That is really awesome. That is, yeah. I'm gonna have to go check that out. That is spectacular. I did my own little bunion bug display from the movie.
The Richard told Jared that he is the only person that he's seen tie the bunion bug red-legged grasshopper and black ant since his grandfather passed.
Wow.
That's fascinating.
That's awesome.
Wow.
So that bunion bug that you saw me tie is just a replica of the bunion bug. So this is not made with cork.
No.
I made this one with foam.
Yes.
So I made it to look like that.
You did.
But it's not the original cork version.
Right.
I have tied a cork version, but
yes.
Actually, I'll show you the cork one. Ugh. I messed up my room bad. So here's the display that I made for the one I tied. This bunion bug I tied it in the cork for this display. I guess the glass doesn't help it any.
No.
Yeah. So that's my version. It would be so cool to meet those guys, to have met those guys. That is so awesome, Jared.
Can you get it closer?
Uh, let's see if I can. So
Down?
that's the bottom,
Yeah,
and then that's the fly.
but they can't see the fly. There. Yeah. Cool, honey.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a huge fan of that movie. That's The River Runs Through It was a classic movie. Me and the Mrs. Superfly, we watched that a bunch of times. I have it on DVD, and it's a classic movie. And that stonefly bunyan bug number three.
He
Mo-
asked what you used for those wings.
what I used was elk elk hair. That's what I used for it.
Okay.
I wasn't so for me. I wasn't sure because there's not a lot about that fly out there actually. Like I had to scour the internet to find any information about it. So even the information I have might be really wrong about it. But I just tried to make it as similar. Like I did see uh, someone tied it with actual cork. So um, I tied that one with cork, but the cork I didn't make too many of those. I think I just made the one with cork because it's a process to do it with the cork. Uh, you have to really be really careful with that. So for me, I'm definitely not a complete expert on that, but that's that's kind of how they kind of look based on by the information I had. But I will definitely want to check what you did, Jared, because I am so fascinated with that and that fly. And I have fished this fly, and it absolutely does catch fish. So definitely, I definitely going to be checking out what you did, Jared, for sure.
Jared said last summer it kind of came full circle for him. He used a Granger bamboo and a Medalist reel to catch a
Wow!
trout on a bunyan
Wow!
bug that he tied.
What?
Grangers and Medalists are the most used combo in the movie.
Wow! Sweet, sweet. Wow, that's awesome.
Wow, interesting.
I had a chance to use a bamboo rod once, but that chance disappeared for me because my when I was a kid growing up, my uncle down in Prince Edward Island, he had this really nice homemade bamboo that he had a neighbor from Germany that made him this really sweet bamboo fly rod. And when he just before he passed away, he gave it to my uncle. And then my when I was a kid, my uncle said, because he knew I was all into fly fishing and stuff, he said, "When you grow up, I'm going to give you this rod. I'm going to save it for you." And I was so jazzed, and I was like, "Yeah." And then when I grew up and got old enough to get the rod, I called down to my uncle and I said, "You still got that bamboo fly rod?" And he said, "Yeah, I still got it." I said, "My parents are coming down because I live in Ontario. They live in Prince Edward Island." I said, "My parents are coming down for a visit. Can I, you send that rod with my dad?" "Oh, yeah, sure." So he did send it, but I guess he didn't open it before he sent it. And when it got to me, it was just wrapped in a cloth, but it wasn't really protected all that well. And it was all rotted and moldy, and the eyes were rusted right off of it. And it was brittle. And so, unfortunately, like it even was snapping in my hands, like just as I was like taking it out. So I was super disappointed about that. But um, Yeah, that was probably my only chance for to get a bamboo rod. I mean, I would have just hung it on the wall, to be honest, uh, as a wall hanger, because. But yeah, super cool, Jared. Super cool to hear that. So definitely, everybody in the chat, or if you're watching later, go and check out Jared, the vintage fly guy. Um, I got to check him out. I haven't checked him out yet, but Garrett, just by what he's saying, guaranteed I got to go check him out. And you should go check him out too. Subscribe to him. Um, Mo, the mighty Mo, check out Mo's stuff. Mo is awesome. Mo, he's a lure painter, and he airbrushes lures, and spectacular. The stuff he does is just absolutely spectacular. So uh, and if you check out his live when he goes live, check out his lives because it's really cool watching him. Like he paints them live too, right? So it's so cool watching him paint those lures. Like really, and it's calming. If you want to ever watch something calming, that will calm you. So every time I watch Mo, I go from a erratic state to a calm state. It's so cool. And Mo's a really nice guy. So hanging out with Mo, really, really cool. But it is getting late. It is getting late. So I am going to wrap it up. Um, Always a pleasure hanging out with you guys. Super happy that you guys hung out with me. Thank you guys for coming back. This week, so many people have watched my live streams, watched my casting video with my mom and the Mrs. Superfly. So if you want to see my mom showing casting skills to any of you who have never casted a fly rod, I pretty much took fly fishing and broke it down and dumbed it down as simply dumb as it can get. So if you want to check that out, it's funny. Me and my mom are hilarious. I went back and watched it. I was just cracking up. Um, a lot of I got like 65 views on it or something, or 75 views, like crazy amount of views on it. So I guess you guys must have enjoyed that. um, Tomorrow we will be out fishing. I will try to get some underwater footage. I always love posting underwater footage of the fish. I'll be using my Tenkara rod. So if anybody wants to know a little bit about Tenkara, I am by no means a pro at Tenkara. Uh, I only got my first Tenkara rod like 3 weeks ago, and I only got to go out and fish it once. It was fun. I'm not going to say it's going to replace my fly rods necessarily, but I will definitely be using it. It is kind of cool too because it kind of takes away a little bit of the line. So if you're worried about how much line to take out and how much you can cast and all this, Tenkara kind of takes away some of that. So for you guys who don't want to get as complicated into fly fishing, maybe consider Tenkara. And again, you can fish a lot of the same flies on a Tenkara rod that you can on a regular rod. Um, but yeah, definitely a lot of fun. Throughout the next couple of weeks, as the summer warms up, as the fish start really biting hard, I often go out and have 300 fish days in the summer. And I'm not bragging. I'm not trying to be a braggart. Uh, I just there's days I go out, I catch 300 fish. Now they're not all bass or larger fish. There are a lot of bluegills, rock bass, perch, sunfish, like a bit. It's a mixture of fish, but I usually go out and I usually catch 300 fish a day when the weather gets nicer, like June, July, August, September. So for those 4 months, I usually catch a lot of fish. Um, and I go out once or twice a week and I try and film that for you guys and show you guys. If you want to see a really cool grasshopper video of me catching panfish on a grasshopper, there's a video called the Hopper Day. It's on my channel. I was out in my pontoon and I was catching one after another on hopper flies. So yeah, go check that out if you want. And yeah, thank you for the love. Obviously, people are watching my live streams because last week's live stream I got like 85 views. The week before that I got 120 views. So you guys are going and rewatching those things. So hey, thank you so much for the support. Like even I know there's some people from other countries, you can't be awake at the time I'm here. Some of you have popped in even tonight who were like it's 1 o'clock in the morning there, and I get it. So I appreciate that you guys are watching. Um, the growth I've had in the last 3 weeks. I haven't been live streaming all that long. I've only been live streaming a couple of weeks now, and just the growth I've had from that has been spectacular. So I love you guys. I appreciate all my fans. Uh, yeah, if there's things you guys want to know, let me know. If there's things you guys want to see, let me see or let me know because I can show you more stuff. Um, and yeah, just go and show each other the love. The fishing community is amazing. Uh, if you're new to this live streaming and you've got a new channel, the best thing you can do, it literally is just start channel bouncing. Go to people's channels, spend some time in there, say hello to people, call people out, let them know you're watching. Go subscribe to their channels, because guess what? If you subscribe to somebody's channel, chances are they're going to subscribe back to you. And I know a lot of you have done that. I've subscribed to a lot of you guys' channels, and a lot of you guys have shared the love and subscribed back. And it really means a lot to me. So, yeah, if you're new to this, just give it a chance. Go out, have fun. Listen to a lot of these people. Some of us are pros, some of us are not so pro-ish, but you know, we all are here to build each other up and share with each other and just show the love. So that's going to be me, guys. It is I've gone almost an hour over time. The Miss Superfly is going to be like, I got a headache. But yeah, thanks for the love. Thanks for showing my mom and the mother of the Superfly and my Mrs. Superfly all the love today. We really appreciate that. And keep your flies on the water, tight lines. And for those of us in Canada, fish on Canada. And wherever you are in the world, fish on wherever you are in the world. And if I send you some flies, can't wait to see that you catch fish with them. So, all right, everybody. Much love. God bless. Tight lines. Peace.
Good night, everybody.